Anytime you feel like you have no power, it's because you're doing one thing wrong. It's that simple. It's not that you're not attractive enough. It's not that you don't have this or that. It's really your mentality. It's just that you don't want to walk away. It's as simple as that, people. Your unwillingness to walk away is the number one thing that removes all of the leverage you can ever have. Any power, any control over your emotions comes from your willingness to walk away. It's the no it's the most important thing when it comes to power dynamics. Because the one who's not willing to walk away is the one with the least leverage, plain and simple, right? The power dynamics tends to be in your hands. People respect people with options. When you know you have no options, which is pretty much indicated by your unwillingness to walk away, you're telling them not only do you not have options in terms of other people, but also you don't have, which is most important, the emotional resilience, the emotional capacity to be able to find happiness outside of this relationship. You are communicating that you are not your own source of positive emotion, that you are not your own ecosystem of positivity, which then people take advantage of that. When people know, when you're going for a job interview and they know this is the only job options you have, like, people could easily start lowballing you, start demanding more from you. The quality of their relationships gets a little bit more toxic because of the power imbalance. There is a problem with relationships that have power imbalances, and usually the quickest way to balance any relationship, doesn't matter how imbalanced it is, it's just walking away. Just walking away. They take advantage, and like a monopoly, they get lazy. It's almost like companies who have a monopoly. What you'll notice is that there's a lack of incentive to give you a good product. There's a lack of customers focus, so they stop paying attention to you as hard, right? And the product that they give you is it's less quality. And usually that's why I say romanticism is a sign that somebody values your opinion, that somebody doesn't want you to walk away. Usually the lack of romanticism happens when they get complacent. And usually complacency happens when they sense that you have completely settled and that you are unwilling to walk away. It's literally one of the only things in life that it's literally a mentality that manifests itself outward, where you literally become more attractive if you're willing to walk away. Like, honestly, any guy or girl will tell you this, man. You are literally your most attractive when you walk away. You are literally the most attractive and you're most powerful when you walk away. And the reason why is this: when there's a willingness to walk away, there's something in your face changes, right? When you're not willing to walk away, there's a face, an anxious, creepy fucking look, like the whole that the creepy look when somebody's like there's an energy to it, right? But if you ever met someone that got tired of your bullshit, right? If you ever met someone who finally got tired of your bullshit, you'll notice there's a change in their face. You'll notice there's going to be a change. There's less expression in the face. There's more monotone in the voice. The talking could be a little bit more like short-winded and more downturn, right? And what people tend to notice when they walk away from those types of situations is that all of a sudden they like them. It's like one of those cruel jokes that life plays on you, that it appears like when you really wanted them, they didn't want you, but as soon as you stop wanting them, they wanted you. It's just plain and simple. Your demeanor changes. You'll notice this, right? When you see someone who's breaking up with someone, if you get inside the mind of the one who's being kicked to the curb, kicked to the side of the road, right? You'll notice that they're like their attraction level, it's like increases. And one of the reasons why the attraction level increases is because naturally when you get rejected by someone, your self-esteem lowers. And it's almost like a matter of perspective. The lower you are, the taller they look, right? It's almost like you just get diminished as a person the more when they start to reject you. And so you just look up at this person because the perspective looks bigger and stronger. And that's what tends to happen. That's what walking away does. It changes the person's perspective to look, and you look way more attractive because of that. Now there's also a sense of isolation. The impending isolation creates a foretaste of the inevitable, a foretaste of feeling isolated, that naturally, like a child who doesn't have anything to hold on, you'll just start grasping onto whoever it is. And that person, especially the one who pushed you away, becomes your source of validation because they took something from you. Another thing that happens is that rationality arises. Right? Rationality. Being prepared to walk away helps you detach emotionally from the situation, allowing you to make rational decisions based on your objective rather than succumbing to pressure of emotional manipulation. It's not just the fact that you're willing to walk away, but that the willingness, having your hand on your sword at all moments, being willing to push that red button for some reason, creates a sense of rationality. You're able to think more clearly. And as a result, you're able to judge them better. And because you're able to see them more clearly, they can sense they can't bullshit you. And the reason why is this. When you're not willing to walk away, your brain doesn't want you to look at evidence that will lead you to walk away, right? Your brain creates a bias, a mental bias, where you're only focused on information that confirms what you emotionally want, which is not to walk away. So as a result, your mind will rationalize every negative thing that they do to fit the narrative so that you could stay. If they steal from you, you say they only stole once. If they slap you, you say that was a love tap. If they kick you, you say they were playing soccer, right? Like you'll find a reason to not go towards that inevitable destination, which is the walking away part. So as a result, you create a mental distortion. Your brain, your mind gets divorced from reality, and you start to see this person not as they are, but as you wish they are. And as a result, you just get more easily manipulated. You get more play. You're more nimble when it comes to getting manipulated. And people salivate when they see people like that. People take advantage of people like that. And it's almost like it's as simple as you're not willing to push that button, to push the eject button. People take advantage of it. Let me tell you something, man. I don't think I've ever been in a toxic relationship. I don't think so. Never been in one. And one of the main reasons is because when I sense you're a fucking psycho, I get the fuck out. I get the hell out. Like, if I sense some psycho, head-turning, exorcist type of energy from you, I'm leaving. Because I just don't want that type of drama. I don't like dramatic people. So because of that, I've always had a pretty peaceful dating life per se, right? Because I just never tolerated the psycho girls, right? The girls that scream at you for no reason. Like, I had a girl one time where she screamed at me twice. Like, one time she was like, "Hey, what the fuck? Can you open the door?" I'm like, "The fuck is wrong with this chick?" I'm like, okay. I'm thinking, maybe she had an off day. She did that twice. And I'm like, what is wrong with this girl? And I was like, yo, why are you screaming? What the fuck is your problem? Like, if you're gonna talk to me like this, don't text me no more. She was like, oh, I'm sorry. I just snapped. Well, you snapped 3 times, bitch. Like, what the fuck? Like, like, what the hell's going on? It just gives you complete and utter freedom, and people can sense that, and they gravitate towards people who don't need them. People are repelled against people who are super desperate, who are super clingy, and people just gravitate towards those who have a sense of independence. And usually when you're just not willing to do that, you just have, honestly, it just comes down, you just don't know how to control your emotions. It's just that simple. Like, your emotions are too intense for you. They don't make you happy. You don't know how to control or regulate your emotions. You don't know how to go from a peak emotion to a more of a simmering point. And so you rely on them, and you're just not willing to do that, to walk away from them. I've learned that my willingness to walk away gets better the happier I am. The happier I am, the more happy I am with my life without people. I tend to just be more willing to do that, and women respect that. And in any oh my god, I forgot, I saw that. He's a freak. Okay, shut up. In any relationship, In any negotiation, the walking away part will give you the more leverage than anything you could put on your resume, right? And the most important thing is that people can sense your boundaries. Walking away communicates that you have a clear boundary. It shows you have standards. It shows that you don't just say yes to anybody. Like, honestly, nothing turns me off more than knowing, I don't know why, but then knowing a girl got played, got lied, got used, got fucking manipulated to the T. I don't know why. I'm just like, don't get me wrong. I'm not judging your past, but it's just like, damn girl, really? You let him do that to you? Like, you know, like it's like I want to be with someone who doesn't take that bullshit. You know, because even if you tell someone that, someone who's trying to manipulate you will see that and just go Birdman on you and just go like that. Like, they'll say, okay, then you're someone who's easily manipulated. You know, people want to sense your boundaries. And the ultimate consequence for bullshit is walking away, not threatening to walk away, not screaming, not being passive aggressive, you know, not doing no Bronx shit and slashing tires. None of that. You walk away with no drama. You don't snap your fingers. You don't post a cryptic text. You just walk away. The worst types of people who walk away are people who proclaim that they're gonna walk away. Real G's move in silent. If you're really about that life, it'll show in your energy. Like, when you don't tell someone you're gonna kill them, but you have the intention to kill them, you know? I don't know if that ever happened to you. You can sense there's like an energy emanating from them. And there's nothing more powerful than sending that signal non-verbally that you're willing to walk away than just say you walk away. Because nothing makes somebody lose respect for you than saying something and not doing it. They're just gonna look at you as pathetic. Don't waste your words with just threats without doing it. It's much better to internally have that sensation of walking away and not saying it, because what it will do, it'll animate your senses. It'll give you an energy. People believe the things that you show without words more than things that you say with the words. It penetrates the mind deeper when you say things and communicate something without words, right? And there's actually, I gotta put that in my course. My course that I'm doing, I gotta put that. That's actually really beautiful, right? I'm talking about there's a topic in the course that I'm talking about, which is penetrating the mind, how to get a message to the mind deeper. And one of the ways is, rather than telling somebody that you're leaving, for example, that's not really going to get to them. It's much better to let them see it in your nonverbal cues and the little things, which you could do. Communicate that you're willing to walk away in the nonverbal thing. It's like Hans Solo from Inglourious Bastard, the Nazi guy, right? He was a threatening person, but it's not like he was threatening. Like, he didn't say, hey, I'm gonna kill you. It was just there was something about him that you can't point to that has a menacing quality, right? And that penetrates deeper than verbal threats, right? This is what I'm talking about. And this is something you just cannot fake. If you're not willing to walk away, your face will show. This is a willingness, a almost like having your hand on the nuclear button. That will change how you respond to people. It'll communicate. You always remember, the self is always coming through. What your intentions is felt non-verbally. The less you say what you're gonna do, and you're willing to do it, the more it'll show non-verbally. It's like when you try to hide that you don't like someone, it'll show. No matter what you do, you're gonna passive aggressively show your disdain, and it'll be felt deeper. I want you to passive aggressively show your willingness to walk away, and that usually comes to learning how to control your emotions, people. All right, and sometimes it's much better to just imagine walking away. Have that vision in your mind. Allow yourself to fantasize about that, not as a just like thinking about it, but to tell yourself that this is an option that's available. Do not lose that option. You lose that option, all of the strategies in my channel are not going to work. Because all you guys ask me, how do I do this without walking away? It's like, how do I swim without my feet? Like, you're just handicapping me. All right, people. If you guys want to work with Father Alex one-on-one, go to mindfulattraction.org. There you guys can book 30-minute calls with me, 5-minute calls with me, 45-minute calls with me, 1-hour call. And all of those phone calls are confidential with Father Alex. I can help you with your dating life. I can help you with achieving and setting goals. I can help you with a lot of things except therapy, people, okay? Father Alex is not going to go to prison for that. And if you guys ever want to check out any other of my services, like my email coaching, my one-on-one coaching, like I said, click in the description down below to work with Father Alex one-on-one, okay? Anyways, take care. Bye-bye. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys ever want to learn how to use your feminine energy to influence people, learn how to use your masculine energy to become more assertive, and also learn how to blend both energies to improve your dating life, your spiritual life, honestly, your relationship life, your family life, your career life, this is the course for you. If I had to make a course for my nieces, I have 2 nieces, one is 19 and one is 15. 16. Holy shit. Oh my God, he's a bad fucking uncle. He's a bad uncle. Get him. Shut up, Melissa. You should get this course, right? And this is the course that I will make for them. So, for example, watch the curriculum, right? In the first week, we're going to be showing you how to establish a strong masculine foundation without letting it hurt your feminine energy. This masculine foundation is a source of who you are, right? It's your bodyguard. Without this, whatever feminine energy you create will be destroyed by the outside, because your masculine is your shield. So we'll talk about goal setting. We'll talk about how to develop a serious attitude. We're gonna be talking about how to use more logic, how to use more goal-oriented behavior. It's more how to be a man, Now the next one is how to embrace the feminine energy, right? This one will teach you about how to minimize excessive masculine traits, developing self-awareness, healing abundant feminine energy, regulating your emotion, mastering voice qualities and facial expressions, surrendering control, and allowing pain to be felt. This is honestly, this will supercharge, like Kaioken, your masculine energy. After that, we have femininity in the workplace and how to be feminine in the workplace without letting people take advantage of you, and the nuances of how women on power should behave versus women who are subordinates in the workplace, and even the dress code. This is based on psychology, people. It's kind of insane. I'm actually excited about this one. The next week, we talk about navigating the labyrinth of male and female friendship. And this, a lot of women find confusing, so we talk about that. And how to identify envious friends, how to identify the good friends, how to keep male friends, and how to keep female friends. Week 5, we talk about how to release the burden of the past and stop and destroy mental projections. This is actually really powerful. And then week 6, we talk about how to increase your observational power so that you could read people better. And we have a bunch of bonuses. The course starts at $99, and you guys can pre-order the course today at $69 before it goes out. If you're watching this, most likely I'm in the meditation retreat, so I will be praying for all of you guys. And just click on the description down below of the video. Right there, you'll see it, and you could pre-order that course. It's gonna be out by the end of next month or the beginning of February of March. One of the two, people, because I have a 10-day retreat to do, and I want to finish the course after the retreat, because I think the ideas are gonna be so much better. All right, man. I'll see you guys later. Pre-order, man. Oh, I'm closing the channel.